Yes, that was the story. You're right. A few days after I said, or they said, "Na okay, you didn't get it anymore." I was really in the process of like, okay, I didn't get it, and it's okay. I auditioned. Maybe I wasn't prepared. Maybe next year. But the first thing I felt when they told me that I got in again was gratitude. Like sobrang thankful. Na parang wow. It was a slot meant for someone else, but for some reason, the stars aligned and they gave it to me. And I was like, wow. And so my next feeling was, I got to make the most out of this, I have to use whatever blessing this is. Diba? It was already taken away from me and then biglang it's back.
Yeah.
And diba, maximize it. And I think people don't realize, or even if you really think about it, there are only 8 girls who get to do this every single year for the UAAP, and to be one of those 8 during that season, during any season, diba? It's really just a memorable moment na until now, 10 years later, I hold on to and I keep.
Why did you
Well,
say 10? Expose me.
Kasi,
accidentally aging
let's be
yourself.
real.
Oh. Pero, Kat, it's funny because not only did you discover that you're going to be part of the UAAP later than the others, again, different path, but you also found out that you're going to represent a school that wasn't your own. And other people also saw that and said that not sure if for UP or UE, and all of that. Ano yung reaction mo after you got over the fact, uy, nakapasok na ako, but then that you had to report on a school that I'm not sure prior to that you've even been to.
Mm-hmm. You are right. I never set foot in UEPA at that time. And I just want to say that UP was my dream school. Like it was really, ever since I really wanted to go there. But being a courtside reporter for UP was not part of that dream. So, the courtside is just the cherry on top of it. Because for me, it was like, oh, the courtside reporter, I just didn't see myself that way. I wasn't a host back then. And I think I could resonate with girls who are just, feeling like, kaya ko ba to? And what I'm trying to tell you is, kaya nyo yan, try nyo lang, okay? But yun, the challenge of reporting for a different school, it was pretty challenging because I had to really, go to UE, which was very close to where UP was. I had to immerse myself. I had to be saling kit in a way, but also be able to represent them really well. And as much as I love UP, towards, after the second round, because first round ng UP UE, medyo, ano pa ako parang who am I gonna cheer for, diba? I want them both. Pero when it went to the second round na and throughout the next season, I was really like, UE or nothing. Ganun talaga. So, yun yung challenge.
Right, and Katz, syempre, speaking of reporting for another school, ito na yung fun part, and we discussed this off air. Let's do this. So you had an iconic moment in cheer dance, and you talked
Historical.
Historical, the first ever. Well, this was something you talked about with Bea Fab in your podcast. So in cheer dance, you had a little bit of a fumble. I don't know if people remember, but what happened during that moment? What were you thinking after it happened, and how did you bounce back from all of that?
All right. So if you are a UAAP fan, you know this moment. It is during cheer dance. We were introducing the courtside, the teams. Adrenaline was up. And I thought, what better way to showcase my skills to really cheer for the team, but do some gymnastics, right? No one has done it before, diba?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it was because also, diba, when we enter as courtside reporters, during the intro, it's the time that the teams get to hear how loud the team their school is for them, diba? Sobrang they're in. Imagine this as a cheer dance competitor. You're in the lockers and everyone's watching, 15,000 people plus live television, and you just wanna be supported, right? And so I wanted to do that for UE. I wanted to give them like this napaka-wow. From the beginning pa lang, cheer na talaga sila. Pero, kamali ako. A little, yeah. And if you watch the video, there is a video of this. You
Yeah.
see my shoulders shrug. I kind of like sink into myself. And if you ask me now, do I remember exactly how I made up for it by just, saying some random sentence and still getting through it? No, I don't remember. But I would like to credit our courtside training for, that whole year. That, kasi kailangan sobrang bilis mo gumawa ng reports. Kailangan lahat ng details alam mo agad. Tapos you have 30 seconds to a minute in front of the camera, super quick. If you get bulol, what are you gonna do? I want to credit those experiences of mine to get for this. It made up. It helped me, and until now, it is still probably the most embarrassing moment that has happened in my life. Perhaps also to the lives of the people who care about me, but I wouldn't change it. Like I would,
Yeah.
It's something that I keep, and it's because of that if I make a mistake in the future, nothing, if I got through that, right? Which I also want to share with everyone. If I got through that, then you can get through anything. Yun.
Alam mo, Katz, you just hit the nail on the head there, especially with giving advice for the future generation of courtside reporters. But, we're running out of time here. But before we let you go, I want to remind everyone that see Billy is actually the UAP courtside reporter search and training lead. So, for the future courtside reporters, Katz, what's your advice for them for dealing with Billy? Kasi that is going to be really interesting.
I think
Katz
you're gonna have so much fun. Yeah, you're gonna have so much fun. Lalo na if it's Billy who's gonna guide you through it. And I think for everyone, just have a mindset of growth. You're here, and it's not. Once you get in, you have to learn. There's so much learning to be done, most especially from courtside reporters like Billy, most especially her. So just welcome it, don't be afraid. And when you make a mistake, just keep going.